Welcome to another Figuring Out Japan video. We sell all the coolest Japanese collectibles and figurines straight out of Japan, and you can check out more details about us in the description of this video, including our eBay store and our Facebook page. So this video will be reviewing the figure you see in front of you, obviously, which is the Grandline Men Volume 13 Franky. And there have been a lot of figures released in this line, because there's been the Grandline Men, there's been Grandline Lady, Grandline Ships, Grandline Vehicles, Grandline Men 15th anniversary, etc., etc. It'd be well over 50 figures in the series. And I have to say, this is, in my opinion, probably the most awesome Grandline Men figure. It really is terrific. But firstly, let's have a quick squiz at the box. So the box is 180mm, which is about 18 centimeters, or what's that in inches? About 7 inches. So, which is actually the same size as all of the Grandline Men figures, as you can see with the new release Corazon. But the box actually is a full 30 millimeters or 3 centimeters larger. So you can see the difference there. So it is actually a much deeper box than the standard Grandline Men figures, but it's still pretty amazing. Actually, they could fit a figure this big in that box. So let's have a look at the front. So you can see the gold 2 animation sticker at the bottom, and it does say two-way head, which I will actually show you. It's actually not exactly correct English, because it's not a two-way head, it's two separate heads. It's not the same head with two faces on it, if that makes sense. That's the side, the back, and the other side. And you've got the top and the bottom. So that's the box. Let's get that out of the way and have a look at the good stuff. So this is the figure, and he's pretty much the same size as the box, which is about 180mm. So you can see that's, it's about 180mm, so about 7 inches. And he's pretty wide as well. It's about 150 mil wide, so about 6 inches wide, so he's pretty big. And he comes in 5 pieces. You got the base, the lower half of the body, the top half of the body, so this is all one piece, and then the head, and as promised, the second head. So you get 2 heads. So there you go. And that just comes off very easily. Oops. And I'll just show you quickly. I prefer the other head, actually, not the one shown on the box. So usually they show him with this one on the box, but I personally think the other one's much cooler. So I'll whack him on there. Oops. There we go. It actually is very easy to put back on and off. You may not believe me, but there's no glue or anything. So there you go. So yeah, thoughts about this figure. I mean, look, as I said before, this figure really is an amazing figure. I mean, even though we sell figures, I will always try and give, honest and honest reviews about what I think is good, but more importantly, or just as importantly, what's bad or what could have been done better with the figure. I really would struggle to find fault with this figure. I mean, it's very big, it's very wide, the mold is terrific, the coloring is terrific, it's very stable. Even though it's big, it's not gonna move around. And the fact that they actually give you 2 heads, just to me really is the sort of cherry on top. It's a terrific figure. It doesn't move. The Grandline Men, in fact, any Banpresto figure doesn't actually move. So there's no articulation on it, even though it looks like you can move these. You can't. But I mean, the pose to me is probably what I would want anyway. So that's fine. And you've got these sort of screws and joints, which actually kind of looks like it moves. These things are very heavy. Actually, you can really feel the weight. Almost kind of like the sense of the weight in these parts. It must be solid, because these two are both very, very heavy. The figure in general is pretty heavy. So, but yeah, you can see just the fantastic paint job on this. It's got every detail you could really want and more. The chest, the scars, his trademark pants, the stars on his arms, all the screws, the muscles, even his again trademark Hawaiian style shirt, and even like the detail in the hair, the hairlines and that sort of stuff. It's a very solid figure. Definitely has what I call the wow factor, which is it's just a figure you look at and you go, wow, I can't believe they made this. Looks really cool. So yeah, I really look. There's really nothing I can sort of pick up on this figure that I would say I wish they did this a little bit differently or whatnot. So it's a very solid figure release. Definitely 2 thumbs up. So that is the Grandline Men. Whoops, sorry, Grandline Men Volume 13. Franky. There was actually another Franky released in the 15-year anniversary one, which kind of looks similar to this, but it's more of like a monotone top. And there's also a Portrait of Pirates Franky, which kind of looks similar to this one, but it's very expensive. That's like over $300. So I would probably say this is the best Franky figurine that I've seen released in Japan. I certainly recommend it. So thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video.